What if Thor were an only child? Hello, everyone. I'm Steve from Valhartv, and today we're going to be reviewing episode 7 of What If. If Thor were an only child, we are exploring this now. This episode, let's just jump right in. This is going to be a short video, everybody. So, we start out with Jane Foster. Let me pull it up. Yep, it's Jane Foster. Trying to warn everybody about an imminent alien invasion. So we see the Rosen Bridge, I believe it's called, shooting down, and it lands in Las Vegas. And who appears? Thor and his merry band. And I'm literally mean merry band. They start to party. And they travel all over the globe. And, of course, Jane is trying to warn people. So then she goes and she's got Darcy with her, too. And she goes and, goes up and is like, I'm going to make first contact with an alien life form. And Darcy's like, I think if half the strip has just done that. But okay. And they're like, oh my God, he's so McHottie. And I'm just like, I literally at that point was like, what the hell am I watching? I was like, what is this? And as we go on, S.H.I.E.L.D. comes in, Jane and Darcy party with everybody. We've got Howard the Duck in this as well, who makes an appearance. And that was kind of funny. But we go through, and of course, Jane is all like, oh my God, Thor this, Thor that. And all the women are portrayed in this horrendously. I'm not even going to joke. I'm just going to say it. The portrayal of the women in this they were terrible. Like, Jane was just head over heels, like, Darcy was like, oh, I guess, a little duck love never hurt anybody, and she's all like, oh, blah, blah, blah. It was, we'll keep going. But yeah, so as we go through, they call Captain Marvel because this is before the Avengers Initiative. So there are no Avengers. Or I don't even know if this is before that. But this is basically, there's no Avengers team. So they call Captain Marvel. She comes down. She's the party pooper. We get an appearance from Loki, who is a frost giant. He's tall, blue frost giant with, like, frost horns and stuff. And him and his entourage are like, oh, your brother from another mother. And I'm like, wait. I'm like, yeah, so Thor grew up without Loki, but he grew up with Loki. They were just on two different planets and just partied together. I'm like, wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. And, as we go on, we sit there and see that, Captain Marvel's just super awesome. She gets clobbered, of course, because she can't use her full powers because she'll blow up like half the planet or something. And I'm like, what? And as they keep going on, Thor's like, you're a party pooper. I said it. And so Jane goes to his mother, and of course he's got to clean up. This is like the Breakfast Club, like Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I think that they were trying to take these elements from all these different comedies back in the day and put them together, and it just didn't work because he's like, you gotta help me clean up, my mother's coming. And I'm just like, dude, what? This is terrible. I said it. I didn't even care about the end. I was like, wow, this is just terrible. And as we end up going through, the only real good part about this episode was the ending with Ultron. This is spoilers. I don't even care. The ending was great. The rest of it was just terrible. They literally go around. They were going to nuke, like, Antarctica, and I'm like, that's going to kill, like, millions of people, but cool, right? I'm like, okay. Go ahead and do it, acting director of S.H.I.E.L.D. I was super disappointed in this. Real disappointed in this. It was honestly a waste of time. I really hate to say that, too. It was really just kind of a waste of an episode. I think this was really more of a filler than anything because these are all, like, seem to be one-offs. They just leave them at the end, and you're like, oh, okay, what could happen next? So I don't know if we're going to explore any more of any of these episodes or not. I think there's only, like, 2 or 3 episodes left. It's, I think, 9 episodes. So I honestly don't understand what they're doing, and the animation style has been up or down. Like the zombies in episode 5, that animation I thought was actually kind of good. All the other ones were kind of up, and it's just been up and down. And it's really kind of weird how they're doing the animation. The acting was, it's animated, so there's really no acting. It's the voice acting. They have Chris Hemsworth as Thor. They have Kate Bennings as Darcy. Natalie Portman comes back as Jane Foster. So we got Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury. Maria Hill is the acting director of S.H.I.E.L.D. in this. So we got Kobe Smulders. So yeah, they got most of the cast back, you know what I mean, for this episode. But it just didn't fit with the rest of What If. You know, this really didn't explore what if Thor was an only child because he's hanging out with Loki. And it's like, okay, so he grew up an only child. I mean, is it really going to sit there and just party? I know he did a little bit in the beginning of, like, Thor 1. I'm pretty sure he did. It's been a long time since I've watched it. But, like, he was more all about his dad and, like, you know, being good, you know? And it was really weird. Like, this was really out of character. Even Captain Marvel at some point was kind of out of character in this. And, yeah. I mean, so this episode basically tries to show us what would happen without the bond between Loki and Thor being super competitive with each other. You know, the competing for the throne and things like that. And it just didn't really make a lot of sense. I would honestly give this an episode at least a 5.5, maybe 6 at the most. It wasn't a very good episode. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode. If you think I'm crazy, let me know. If you think I'm right, let me know. Please hit the like button and also subscribe. Take care for now, everyone.